Oh, it's gonna be great to see the adventures again. Eh, Dubar?
That it will, Sinbad. The tales will tell, the food we'll eat, the wine.
I take it this is a men-only club.
Oh, no. There are some women aboard.
Wait till you meet Fallon. She's all woman. All adventurer, too.
When did you first meet the adventurers?
On my first voyage. We were all part of the same crew. Aiden was captain. Dubar, the first mate.
Were you the cabin boy?
More like a captain in training.
I still can't believe that Aiden's getting married.
In case you haven't noticed, lots of people get married.
But Aiden... I mean, he and Zekin were inseparable.
This Zekin fellow, is he the guy we're meeting en route?
Yeah. He's a wealthy merchant, now. Oh, wait till you meet him. He's got a wicked sense.
You can't escape me, Zekin.
Well, why are you doing this?
Oh, you haven't figured it out yet.
No.
Oh, roasted hell, Zekin!
Excuse me, sir.
And how can I help such an illustrious group?
We're looking for the house of Zekin the merchant.
Ah, the famous Zekin. Just down the road, Sinbad. You can't miss it.
That peddler. He knew my name. Zekin!
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Come on!
Zekin! The place is an inferno! You couldn't have survived, Sinbad.
Sinbad! Over here!
Go!
Zekin, my friend. Sinbad. The gift! Refuse it! Refuse it! Take it easy. Relax. Try to relax.
His words were a puzzle.
Or a warning.
So, Caitlin, my love, what do you think of the adventurers?
All these people sailed under your command, Aiden.
That they did?
Well then, I'm very glad you're retired.
Jared, see who's there.
Jared this, Jared that. I wish you'd buy a dog. Sinbad! Duval! I see you brought some friends. The more the merrier. How fortunate. You brought the main course as well. I meant the bird, ma'am.
Dubar, introduce everyone. I'll go talk with Aiden.
Where's Deacon? Wasn't he coming with me?
Dubar will explain.
Bad news, Jerry. Seekin is dead.
Sinbad!
How you grown? It's good to see you again, Aiden.
Oh, where are my manners? Caitlin, this is Sinbad. He was once my cabin boy, but now he's the king of the high seas.
I've heard so much about you.
You're even prettier than Aiden wrote.
Well, he has your knack for malarkey.
Oh, he's a great teacher. Aiden, can I speak with you for a minute? Yeah, sure.
Duval!
Release! Good to see you. Fallon!
What a horrible way to die. It looked like he was mauled before the fire got him, yet we found no animal tracks. Farouz, a member of my crew, is a physician. He's never seen bite marks like this before. Never.
Look, I don't want to upset Caitlin. She's not like us.
Thank you.
She's a proper lady, not some son of the sea.
I understand. Dubar's probably told the rest of the adventurers by now.
Oh, they'll be discreet. I'll drink a toast in Zegan's honor. Remember him for the man he was and anoint his ghost in fine wine. He'll be at my wedding day in spirit, if not in the flesh. Tomorrow, after the ceremony, I want you to promise me that you'll help me hunt down Zegan's killer. Be he man, animal, or monster.
You have my word, Captain.
Put your backs into it!
Think they'll take him?
Never.
I think Dubar's showing some of your younger men exactly what real strength means. Well, we'll see.
Rongar's the man to have watching your back. He's a good fighter and a good friend.
Got a good sense of humor, too. Brenda's so graceful. What's her background?
She's a bit of a mystery.
Oh, no. All women are a mystery. Oh. I just love that bird.
What's the matter with Elise?
Oh, she's sulking, I suppose. She doesn't like my Caitlin very much.
Well, she doesn't like the idea of you marrying anyone other than her.
Is it that obvious?
I figured that out when I was 10.
You always did think.
What the?
I hope my appearance hasn't alarmed anybody.
Not at all. It's just a storm, little friend. It made your entrance a little more dramatic than you intended.
Oh, did it? No matter. I've journeyed to see Aiden, the famous sea captain, the master shipbuilder on the eve of his marriage.
Well, you found him, little man.
I am called Beckbuck, a tinker by trade, a dealer of dreams and make-believe. I brought you a present.
This is some sort of a joke. This is an abomination.
Oh, Aiden, it's just a toy. A really remarkable piece of work.
I put my soul into it, madam. I thank you for the compliment. When I heard that the great Captain Aiden and his guests and his adventures were going together, I worked night and day to produce these little curios. Who hasn't dreamed of meeting you all? Of sailing with you? Of becoming an adventurer? Unfortunately for me, my physical condition left those dreams unrealized.
You seem quite familiar with our exploits.
Oh, indeed, I am Sinbad. I followed your careers, all of your careers. For Sinbad and Dubar, oh, I have very special gifts here. Very special gifts. I understand you both have had dealings with these little ones.
If only the harpies we fought were this tiny.
And for the gracious bride-to-be, I bring you a companion.
Thank you.
Why is this doll dressed in black? Black is the color of mourning.
You're not even married, Aiden, yet you already talk like an old man. It's a harmless toy. I mean, maybe the little man ran out of white cloth.
Exactly. My wish is not to offend, simply to add a little something to your lives.
Yeah, well, you've done that. And now, since you're not an invited guest,
Aiden.
There is something for everyone in my sacks. Something I'm sure you all deserve. And if you wish to pay me for my handiwork, I will be at the Force Edge tomorrow morning. After the storm passes!
Get those candles lit.
I can't see.
Light the candles.
Sinbad.
I hit something. I hit something here.
It's Kareem.
He's dead. Throat's been cut.
The tinker's gone. The sacks are empty.
Refuse the gift.
there are a lot of people who hate us. But for all I know, this assassin could be one of my guests. Younger sailor or older crew member with a grudge.
Perhaps.
Do you have any other ideas?
Well, it's true. We've made a lot of enemies over the years, but I wouldn't suspect any of your guests.
You've always been too trusting. That's been one of your problems. Me, I trust no one. That's how I've survived. Watching my back at all times.
And I've lived my life, enjoying the company of friends and family.
For the time being, I want everyone confined to their rooms.
A good idea.
How's Aiden handling all this?
Oh, how he always handles things. By digging in and professing to know everything.
Who could have done this, Sinbad?
Maybe it's not a who, but a what?
The little man?
No, he was definitely a who.
There's something about him. Bryn, you must have sensed it.
There is an unnatural force present. But if it's a who or a what or a whatever, I can't tell. But this murderous rage is deeply rooted. There will be another killing before the night is over.
That's gonna make me sleep a whole lot better.
Zekin warned me about a gift. Now, that little man brought gifts.
Harmless dolls.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that something harmless turned deadly because of black magic.
Just because the little man is as ugly as his dolls.
Dubar, you picked up the sacks. They were empty. Where did the gifts go?
Maybe he took them with him. Who knows? Nobody saw him leave.
Exactly.
By the looks on your faces, I guess no one figured out who killed poor Kareem.
Don't even get Sinbad started on his who or what speech.
Gotcha. Black magic.
It could be dark forces.
Exactly. Huh? Now, everyone be careful tonight. Tomorrow, we'll seek out this backbuck.
Right. We'll let Aiden handle any intruders. He's got enough armed men here to take over a small country.
My servants will show you to your rooms.
I suggest you post your guards during the night.
It's done. If anyone even talks in their sleep, I'll know about it and deal with it.
Good.
It's a sign, I tell you. Hayden's marriage is doomed.
It's a sign, all right, that one of our guests wants us all dead. If you weren't so jealous of Caitlin, you'd see that.
Oh, I couldn't care what happens to that pasty-faced cow. I mean, let her be slaughtered in her sleep.
Elise.
If anyone tries anything with me, I'll carve them into a jigsaw puzzle.
You can sleep here if you like.
I'm not afraid. I'm going next door to have a nice warm bath before I go to bed.
If you need me for anything.
Not likely.
How did...
A servant brought them up. End of story.
Hope I don't look like that when I'm her age.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I tripped in the dark.
It's all right. I'm glad you're out there.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Hello?
you've come for a farewell fling, Aiden, I'll have none of it. You've made your choice. Whoever is there better show himself. Nerves. I hate weddings.
Did you hear that?
It's called thunder.
I'll be right back.
Don't hurry on my account. I wouldn't want to get any sleep or anything.
Fallon, it's Sinbad.
Come for a nightcap, I hope.
Just wanted to make sure that you were all right.
As right as I can be. Poor Kareem. I just can't get his face out of my mind.
Me neither. I just can't shake the feeling that there's more to all this than just murder.
I know what you mean. Lisa won't admit it, but I think it's getting to her too. She's taken a bath and she's brought along my sword.
I'd advise you to sleep with yours.
Oh, but I'd much rather sleep with your sword beside me.
I'll take a rain check on that. Sleep tight.
Such a conversationalist. God, who said that? Sinbad. I was just toasting dear Kareem Zikin with my little buddy. He doesn't drink, though. Tiny brutes. Would you care to join me?
Tempting as that may be, I'd rather stay alert until morning. I'd advise you to do the same.
Archie Poop.
Jared, keep your door locked.
Where are you, my little friend? It's just you and me now. Have some wine. Don't be upset. I didn't mean to toss you. Oh, there you are. Welcome. Welcome. Ah!
Dubar! Sinbad! What's going on? Remember what you said about harmless turning deadly? Seekin was right. It's locked. Dubar, your neck!
It's just a nick. Sinbad!
Flesh and blood.
You mean these things are alive?
Only when they need to be. I'd say Backbuck's an alchemist.
Feruza know all about that.
Fruz!
Rungar!
Are you all right?
Well, we got ourselves a situation here.
How bad is it?
Well, we have several uninvited guests.
Can you pick the lock?
There's something wedged in it. It's jammed. Hang on.
Enough of this nonsense.
Careful.
Always have.
Gone. After them.
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Jared. Bryn. Go.
Get away from me! Get away!
Bryn. You all right? What happened?
That doll the little man gave me. It attacked me.
And?
I got upset. I reacted. The next thing I knew,
Fruz, I need your opinion on something.
It's amazing. It's the perfect combination of science and sorcery. The body itself appears man-made, but the internal organs have definitely been conjured up. Alchemy.
brought to life by dark forces.
More than likely, real skin, bones, and blood were used in the mix.
Sinbad? Aiden and the others?
Jared's dead.
It sounds like Fallon.
Don't budge!
Elisa's door's jammed too.
Keep trying.
Get me out of here! The door won't open! Somebody please help me!
anything.
I'm trying, Dubar. I'm trying. Don't come
Keep away from me. Keep away. I felt paralyzed.
Everything's gonna be all right now.
Sinbad! Look at that.
Aiden's bodyguard.
Poor soul.
Who's sleeping upstairs?
Aiden and Caitlin.
Caitlin! Where's my Caitlin?
Hold still.
I have to find Caitlin.
Yeah, reopening the wound and bleeding to death will not get you there any faster.
You're right. If you hadn't arrived when you did.
Just be thankful this little guy didn't have better aim. If he got his hooks into you just 2 inches to the left.
I know. Caitlin?
There's no sign of her, Aiden. We've looked everywhere.
The toys?
Vanished as well.
They've probably joined their maker.
That little devil has got my Caitlin.
It looks that way. But why?
Ransom, most likely.
No. There's more to it. It's connected to all of you.
Backbuck's motives have nothing to do with money, Aiden. I'm sure of that.
What does he want then?
Our lives.
He told us where he'd be this morning.
And he knows we're gonna come. Caitlin is his bargaining chip.
Well, then let's go. I don't want to disappoint the little devil.
We won't. Dubar, you're coming with us. I have a little surprise for our little doll maker. The rest of you stay here. If we're not back before sundown, assume the worst. Catch Backbuck and bring him to justice.
Take care.
Oh, why so glum, my dear? It's a perfectly lovely day. Granted, it will be your last. But for me, it's going to be the biggest day of my life.
You are the devil.
Thunder.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Say we ride in and kill him.
He's probably prepared for that. We have to keep Caitlin alive. Give me 5 minutes, and then ride it. Slowly.
Aiden, you've got to listen to Sinbad.
Company! No need to get up. I'll greet my guests. I wouldn't do that, Captain. For all you know, my little friends are all around you. Behind the flowers, or under a rock, perched in the trees. Now, drop your weapons and dismount, please. I was hoping Sinbad would join us as well.
Sinbad is dead, along with the others. He died fighting, though. He didn't give in.
How noble. He died fighting off little toys. I like that. It was unfortunate that some of my friends had to perish.
Oh.
But no matter. I will recreate them. After all, it was for a noble cause.
Which was?
Justice, Captain Aiden. Justice. You know all about justice, don't you? Captain.
If it's money you want.
No. But you will pay me for my life's work with your lives. You still don't understand, do you? You really don't recognize me.
I've never seen you before in my life.
Nor I.
Oh, no? Think back. There was a silly little boy. He was a bit clumsy. You tossed coins at him when he danced for you, and dance he did. He wanted so much to be liked. He had never been to sea, and more than anything, he wanted to be an adventurer. He would have been happy just to be your cabin boy, but you already had one. Sinbad. And so that clumsy fool tried to impress you. He climbed to the top of the crow's nest
and fell into the sea.
After hitting the deck, Aiden.
The poor lad's name was Kerwin.
Indeed. That was my name.
We all thought you were dead. We gave money to your family for your funeral. We all mourned your loss.
But, as you can see, I've survived. Oh, after a fashion. I broke my back. Crawled back home in such a state that even my family didn't want me around. My little sister couldn't say back broke, so I became back buck. I was shunned by all. Had no friends. So I decided to create friends. Create a family to replace those you took away from me.
We didn't know.
I sold my soul to the devil. I spent years studying science and sorcery, using discarded dolls and various potions, and some of my own flesh and blood to create the only friends I ever knew and would ever know. Not yet, my friends. Soon. I created them for one purpose only, gentlemen. To cancel out your lives. Lives you enjoyed after canceling out mine. Such big men. Sinbad! My friends didn't kill you last night, but they will now! Sinbad! They'll kill you! My friends will kill you! My friends will kill you! I'll kill you! My friends will kill you! Sinbad!
Let go!
My friend will kill you! My friend!
only known.
Backbuck wasn't crippled by his accident, Aiden, but by his hate.
Do you think Caitlin and Aiden will be happy together, Sinbad?
Well, I hope so, Dubar. Their love was certainly put to the test.
Aye. Zekin, Jared, Elise, Kareem.
Will be remembered by all of us adventurers, and adventures to come.
When I think of that Backbuck,
It's just a memory now. Whatever evil Backbuck conjured, it died with him.
aye.
Hey.
Come on, dear, we're going to be late.
But I'm playing with my new dolly, Mommy.
Come on, you can play with it later. It's just a silly toy.
It's not. It's my friend.